Hey guys, this is Ada. Happy Friday. I'm coming in to drop a few words of wisdom, guys. And I'm gonna try to relay it to you as it was laid on my heart. Because sometimes people can misunderstand you because they don't know you. They're not around you to know you. So what happens is they take what other people have said about you and they make that their reality of you, when in fact that's not who you are at all. But you can't worry about that, because as long as people have a mouth and a tongue, they're gonna talk. So they're either gonna talk good or they're gonna talk negatively. You understand? And that's okay, because that's just human nature. But I also, wanted to talk about, being in the valley. And in the valley is where you're tried, you're tested. Sometimes you feel like you want to give up, because the book of James says, blessed is the man, woman, that persevere through trial. So when you're going through those valley experiences, there has to be a perseverance. There has to be a desire to keep going. Because if you don't have that hope, then you won't make it. And we're going to be tried and we're going to be tested. And all this happens in the valley. But if you will look down at some of the valleys, you'll see flowers growing. You'll see flowers growing. So a lot of time our growth come in the valley. Doesn't come from the mountaintop when everything is seemingly going well or what have you. When you're in that valley, those are the times that you cry out to God. And believe me, I've had mountaintop experiences and I've had valley experiences. In 2019, I had some valley experiences. But it was okay because God gave me the grace. And that experience, was hard. And it continued for a few years. And even now, but I keep persevering because of the hope that's in me. So I said all that to say this. You're going to have people out there that, may think that you're envious or jealous of stuff that they have or what have you, the way that they look or any old foolishness. That's just the way people are. But you know what? My thing is, I'm not envious of what people have. I'm not envious of their looks because, I'm uniquely me. And one thing about having stuff, you don't know how people got that stuff. You don't know how they're laying down at night, whether they're sleeping or not sleeping. And the pressure to perform and keep that stuff. Because if it didn't come from the Lord, if he didn't open the door for you to have it, then you're doing everything you can do to keep it. And there's no peace. See, my word tells me that God will give me good success. And what does that mean? It means I don't have to sacrifice anything. I don't have to sacrifice my health. I don't have to sacrifice my family. I don't have to sacrifice anything for that good success. And when that good success comes, I'm going to have peace in my heart. I'm going to have peace in my mind. I'm going to have peace in my spirit. So, we all go through things. You're going to be on the mountaintop. You're going to be in the valley. And you never know what people are going through. Even, at times when I was on the mountaintop and it appeared that I had it going on, I promise you that I was on my knees, And to the world or to the public, it may have looked like everything was just well. But I promise you, there were things that were going on that drove me to my knees. Despite how the glory of God covered me when people saw me, But I said all that, guys, to say this here. Don't be envious when you see people with with things. Don't be envious. Because jealousy and envy is a spirit, and it's also a part of human nature to be jealous or what have. But if you submit yourself to God and resist that temptation, then you can see what's real. A lot of times, this stuff is just a cover for brokenness. Materialism can be a cover for brokenness. Been there, done that. There are things we use as tools to cover our hurt, to cover our brokenness. Because unless the Lord gave you peace in your soul and your spirit, these things have you. You don't have them. They have you. See, I want that good success that the word talks about. I want that success that comes with soul prosperity. And I don't have to sacrifice my home. I don't have to sacrifice my health to get it. I don't have to run myself ragged, because when God puts something before you, he give you the grace to run the race. So with that being said, guys, I hope I communicated this clearly, because I see so much, I'm going to say it like it is, foolishness. Pure foolishness. They hating. Ain't nobody hating on you. Yeah, you might have some people out there hating. I retract that. You may have some people hating. But the average sound-minded person who is walking with God is not hating on anybody, because that's not consistent with God's character. Despite what the enemy whispering in your ear, the average sound-minded person who loves the Lord is not hating on anybody. They just waiting on him. So with that being said, I hope all goes well and you guys have a happy Friday. And that's just a word of wisdom. And like I say, it's not meant to offend. It's not meant to hurt, but it's just meant to bring truth and awareness. With that being said, guys, happy Friday.